Hi. So. Einfach so in eine Lobby treten. Guck mal, was hier läuft. Wird einfach so jetzt so. Ich werde nicht so lange streamen. Okay. Ich bin da. Dann trete ich. Boah, ich bin gerade so lost, ne? Ah, das gucke ich nicht zu. Ja, ich gucke nicht so. Ehre. Das denn? Auch heftig. Ich habe die schlimmsten Sachen. Ne. Holy shit, Digga. Was? Tschüss. Oh, habe Abo und Like da gelassen. Ehrenmann. Ich habe ihn komplett aufgenommen. Ich dachte, Ehrenmann. Abo und Like. Abo habe ich schon gesehen. Nein, Abo hat jemand anderes gesehen davor. Wo bohre ich eigentlich? Haben die geliebt oder was? Nein. Schade. Solo. Ich hab den lange nicht mehr gespielt. Den noch nicht. Der ist hässlich, Alter. Man denkt Julian Bam. Schwarz passt bei ihr am besten, weil sonst. Guck mal, so sieht das hier komplett hässlich aus. So auch. So. So geht klar, aber so ist am besten, finde ich. Passt ihr Rucksack? Hat eigentlich ein eigenes Rucksack? Nein, oder? Ich hab so verkackt bei diesem Event, Alter. Ich hab nur 4 Stück. Egal. Ich finde, der passt am besten. Oh, ich werde mal versuchen, zur Party zu gehen und gucken, wie die reagieren. Wenn ich so einen auftue, so ich bin klein oder so. Ist langweilig, Alter. Ich gehe mal in die Party. Hallo?
Ich hab's geschafft, ich komme jetzt.
Hallo?
Verlass mal.
Warum hast du
Wer
mich,
bist du?
warum hast du mich letztens eingeladen und hast mich gekickt?
Hä? Ich hab dich nicht gekillt.
Doch, du hast mich gekickt danach. Du hast mich voll gespammt und dann dachte ich mir, was will der? Und dann bin ich betreten und dann hast du mich gekickt.
Hä?
Tut er auf, hä?
Du warst ja auch in deiner Mannschaft?
Nein. Was für Spam?
Egal. Voll der Spaß da, ja. Ja, okay, erstmal, hä? Ja, man kriegt das nie wieder kaputt. Warum wandert das jetzt hier und will das da irgendwo in F gehen oder was? Wo soll ich hin? Keine Ahnung. Scheiß Ding, Alter. Scheiß Fortnite. Und jetzt wird Tilted auch noch zerstört, Alter. Ich lande jetzt Tilted, aber Tilted wird scheiße. Guck mal, wie viele landen. Guck mal. Wir landen lieber hier. Hä, warum landen da 3 Millionen Leute? Check ich nicht. Ist das ein Scar? Nein. Pistol, egal, ich lande mal da. Na. Ja, bester Bug. Vorher bin ich immer ausgerastet, wenn ich diesen Koffer gesehen habe. Ah, der ist scheiße. Ja, Ehrenmann. Braucht kein Mensch. Guck mal, wie viele Pisten. 3 Pisten, Alter. Ich merke mir schon mal, wie viele Pisten finde ich in dieser Runde. Typ, wie ist der da runtergekommen eigentlich? Stimmt, hier landen auch immer welche. Weil hier landen nicht mehr, Alter. finde die Geräusche voll witzig. Ja. Ich schwöre, ich hasse es mit L2 zu gehen. Ich gehe leider mit L2. Ah, das war der Bug. Chill mal auskriegen. Wie er mich erschrocken hat. Jetzt hat er mein ganzes Schild verbringen. Hä? Ich hab da drauf gehauen. Tschüss, fliegt man jetzt höher oder was? Ah nein, doch nicht. Was sind das für Geräusche? Ist man im Weltall oder was? Well. Ey. Jalla. Nein. Fast nicht. Ich hab mich erschrocken. Was ist das Rote? Ich war so lost, ne? Ich hasse L2. Mann, der ist so schlecht. Ich gehe wieder in Partys rein. No sehen. Ich sag irgendwas, Mann. Ich gehe mal in diese Party. Hallo? Hallo?
Hallo, was geht? Wer bist du, wenn ich sagen darf?
Keine Ahnung. Wer bist du?
Ich bin Rachen, wer bist du?
Ah, ich weiß nicht. Ich hab vergessen, wie ich heiße.
Ah, okay, ich auch jetzt. Auf einmal hab ich auch vergessen. Ah, okay. Chill du mal, du spielst mit Sniper, ne? Aus Versehen. Ne? Na, Digga, du Fischstäbchen!
Ey, könntest du das Lied ausmachen?
Ja, kann ich machen.
Oder warte. Ich frag dich, ich streame gerade, ist das okay? Okay.
Ja, ist in Ordnung.
Hä? Was war das für ein Bug?
Ich abonniere dich jetzt, wie heißt du?
Was?
Wie heißt du? Weil
Haramstufe Rot, wechselfrei.
okay, Haramstufe Rot. Mich nicht killen, okay? Ding. Mich nicht killen, nicht, aber auch für den Geld. Haramstufe rot. Heutiger Mann. Ich bin in der Zone, ich kann nicht abonnieren gerade. Komm, wir machen einfach weiter. Was hat dich die gebracht, ich Ich würde deine Ehre komplett jetzt nehmen. Mach noch so, komm.
Ich schwöre, das sind meine neuen 90s, was nicht mal 90s sind.
Ich hab von CQ gelernt mit Ding, No-Scope, mit Ding. Ja.
Wie heißt du? Sag mal nochmal.
Ich heiße Senpai Deal.
Welche Schule gehst du?
Ach so, in echt heiße ich Ratien. Ich gehe in der Schule, wo Auland geht.
Welche Stadt?
Nürnberg.
Ja, okay, ihr seid weg. Ich bin Bielefeld.
So.
Ich bin so lost gerade. Aber Wand ist leider nicht da.
Ja. Ich vertraue dir nie wieder. Ja, guck, ich vertraue dir nicht mehr. Du sagst immer so was, ne, aber du zielst. Warte! Ja, chill, ich geh nur in die Zone rein.
Ja, da höre ich mich fünffach.
Weil du mich genervt hast. Hier. Hast du nicht. Hast du nicht. Hast du nicht.
Ah, ich suche.
Nimm einmal deine Ehre, dann siehst du, wer der Krasse ist.
Ja, bis jetzt haben wir gezeugt, dass die aus der Klasse abonnieren. Aber wir beleidigen.
Haben die beleidigt?
Wer die Herren?
Haben die beleidigt?
Nein, wir beleidigen jetzt nicht. Ich hab einfach gesagt, T-Fall.
Rente.
Wir sagen so.
La Haiwan, sei leid. Aulon.
Ich hab das. Holy shit. Digga.
So, warte.
Ich kann das weiter mitnehmen.
Alter, ich hätte recht.
Ich kann live gehen, wenn der Kopf fehlt. Soll ich? Ich gehe live, wenn der Kopf fehlt.
Nein, musst du nicht.
Ich glaube, ich muss das tun. So, bitte. Also, bitte.
Was hat sie geschrieben? Was hat sie?
Jungs, ich gehe jetzt andere Kanal. Andere Party. Ich sag Kanal. Na mein. Ciao. Nächste Party. Keine Ahnung, ich gehe einfach rein. Hallo, was geht?
Na, wer bist du?
Schon wieder der.
Hallo, was geht?
Digga, hallo? Emin da das? Emin da das?
Danach hört sich an, als wenn die kleine Schwester von Nico das aufgekotzt
Emin
hat.
da.
Meint ihr Ghost Nico?
Was für Ghost, Nico, Junge?
Hast du gerade gefragt, seid ihr Ghost Nico?
Nein, bist du dumm?
Bist du dumm, Junge?
Alter.
Small.
Voll die Arme, Alter. Und solche Leute hasse ich. Ja, die existiert leider nicht mehr, die Party. Community Party, yalla. Maki Community. Sorry, dass ihr gerade nichts seht. Keine Ahnung. Sorry. Mann, ey, Mann. Reise. So, an alle. Ah, Digga. Sorry, dass es lange gedauert hat. Ja, ich bin von hier bis dahin. Ja, egal, ich bin alleine. Ich versuche jetzt. Ey. Ah. Warum fliege ich eigentlich? Ich schwöre, das hat in den Ohren gebrannt. 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 Ich bin witzig. Ach, mir ist langweilig. Ich glaube, schreib mal in den Chat, wer du bist. Ah nein, das bin ich. Ah ja, gar keine Lust mehr auf Fortnite. Hm. Warte. Ah, das ist ein langweiliges. Jetzt. Mann. So. Ehrenmann. Zu wild. Ah, zu wild. Alle Videos heißen zu wild. Ich habe keine Titel. Ich habe keine Titel. Beste Mann. So. Ähm. So. Checkt alle Karim ab. So, erstmal Werbung gemacht. Was mache ich denn hier? Machen wir einfach das hier. Was machen die da? Ich hab gewonnen, Mann. Nein, Bruder, ich hab gewonnen. Ich hab Schere gemacht. Dann hört man seinen Sound nicht. Jetzt kommt's. Ich wusste es. Der Arme, der da wohnt. Alles kaputt. Wo ist der Zug? Scheiße. Ah. Jalla, kämpft. Was das? Ah. Okay. Ich komme sofort. So. Jetzt fängt's an.
Welcome back, Fortnite fam. Now, we're gonna get ready to hop into some games very quickly, though. Just wanted to remind you guys that Europe, the Heat 1 has been pushed to tomorrow at the same time as Heat number 4. And Brazil has been pushed back 1 hour, so we'll be going into continued and extended coverage of the Middle East that happened this morning. Now we need 2 casters to get us onto all of the action, and for the first time ever, Monster D-Face and Shio Wager will be paired together to bring us these games. Gentlemen, I can't wait. Take it away.
Thank you, and thank you so very much, Zeke. And yeah, like he said, it's Monster D-Face and Shio Wager here on the horn for the first time ever, which is going to be pretty fun, man. I'm excited to cast some games.
There's going to be some nice, scary casts, some nice, scary end games.
Okay, jetzt sind wir leise und alle zuhören.
Going back to the Middle East is very interesting. I touched on what you and Lupo were touching on, the whole, can they keep up internationally? I thought they did a bang of job. It was very nice, fight dynamics, end game rotations. It was just got good stuff all around the board.
Yeah, it's one of
Hallo? Ja. Gott, bei jedem ist es. So, jetzt.
Southeast Asia as well, so shout out to you guys. trust me, you're not all just kind of clumped into this region. We get it. It's a combination of a bunch of different types of players and people from different regions of that area.
Der macht Loser da
So
hinten.
far, though, they have done a great job.
Yeah, talking predictions as well. I'm pretty sure we have the same predictions of Klops, Fiesel, and Hero Kappa, who are coming out on top right now. We saw them just come second in the last game. So even when the world is against them, even when in all odds they shouldn't be winning or gaining points, second is a big feat, especially with Elam's to boot on the side as well.
Yeah, for sure. When I actually did a VOD review over that trio specifically, they had some serious setups, and they were actually landing in the junction area. And I wonder if they're still playing it. I would assume so. I haven't quite seen the early game up there, so hopefully production can kind of look out for us.
Machen die da unten? Die tanzen da.
It'd be cool to see, you know, kind of if they're sticking to the plan from the last time I reviewed them, or maybe I spoiled all the surprises, right?
I mean, the big note about the trio is that they have had two partners, or they've had 4 people playing in total. They started with Hero, Fiesel, and Klops. Then they switched over to a guy named Flosaw, who's also part of that Alter Ego org. And then now they've gone back to Hero, back to their, you know, kind of natural dynamic of how they qualified in the beginning, how they kept on top of the leaderboards. And it's going to be interesting to see what they learned from the more aggressive style of Flosaw, coming back to now the whole strategical, tactical, more launchpad, macro-oriented gameplay of Hero Kappa.
And you got to show some love to Hero Kappa. When we were checking out his gameplay, he was leading in frags, at least in the review that I did. He was really popping off. He was leading the box fights. He was getting the trades, setting up all the exchanges, and that's what you like to see in your trio. It almost makes me wonder, was he just AFK? Was something going on? What's the story behind there?
Ah, das wurde einfach hinten einmal gemacht und dann einfach mal wieder.
Learning about what these new players have to offer.
No, absolutely. Interesting factoid as well. The one thing that we saw...
Ach, das ist langweilig. Ich bin der Losteste in der Arena. Ich mach mal einfach Arena. Den hässlichsten Skin. Oh, ich mach den. Let's go. So süß. Ich geh mal da in die Party rein. Hoffentlich sind sie nett. Hallo? Was macht ihr?
Hier. Baumwolle ploppen.
Ah.
Alter, ey, welcher Spaß, die sind die ganze Zeit den taktischen Spawn so behindert.
Sie doch nicht Killmates, Alter.
Konnte wegen dieser scheiß Tür nicht killen und Beschützer hinsetzen.
Und die beleidigen. Ehrenmann. Direkt vor der Peak landen. Nein, nein, nein. Happy. Guck mal, wie viele da landen. Ich lande die legendäre Insel. Wir landen alle hier. Wir landen alle so safe. Hoffentlich ist da keiner mehr. Wenn da einer ist, dann habe ich verkackt. Because das ist meine Privatinsel. Ich hab die gekauft. Leider hinter mir. Wenn er kein Rift ist, dann ist das erste Mal, weil sonst ist er immer ein Rift. Guck mal, wo der aimt. Sag mir. kleine Kiste. Geil. Digga. Ah, ich war auf dem Baum. Diese Bäume Ehrenmänner. Von klein bis groß hintereinander. Bestimmt ist das irgendeine Aufgabe, ja. Bestimmt ist da jemand. Kappa. Ich sag Kappa, hier ist jemand. Hier war jemand. Ehrenloser, der hier drin war. Hoffentlich stolpert 3-mal heute. Wow. Hä? Ah, so die Toilettenfabrik. Hä, die war doch nicht hier. Üble Sache, fuck. Denken auch, ich kann nicht. Ich will nur nicht tanzen. Sie leider tanzen. Dumm. Leider, ich schieße 3000 Mal. Ich verstehe es. Ohne Sinn. Wie er schwitzt. Ah. Durch. Ah, aber nur. Hoffentlich stolperst du heute 3000 Mal Millionen. Belästigung. Er belästigt mich. Die Person bedroht mich. Ja. Die Person versucht mir etwas zu verkaufen. Die Person verwendet mich. Die Person ärgert mich. Sein Dance. Ja. Nein. Fick dich. Hoffentlich stolperst du. Ah. Bei einer Stunde beende ich den Stream, Leute. Ah. Gehe ich ein bisschen schlafen, Mann. Ich bin so aus der Puste. Ich gehe mal zu denen. Hi, was geht? Ich streame, okay? Okay. Hallo. Ist das okay für euch? Ist das so, ich streame gerade schon, also man hört eure Stimme schon. Wenn das nicht okay ist, dann lösche ich den Stream. Oder stumm dich einfach beim Stream. Ehrenlos, Alter. Er kickt mich einfach. Eine Runde geht noch und dann. Was geht, Bitch? Gut. Komm mal, warte. Fuck you, Bitch. Okay, lucky. Oh, lucky landing. Oh, fehlte noch nicht mal. War dann noch lange nicht mehr. Ich gehe Push. Nein, ich gehe hier hin. Okay. Ich schwöre, hier waren früher überall Waffen, aber hier heute Munition. Unglück oder? Lost, Alter, No-Skin holt dich. Geh dich schämen, du Hund. Irgendwas kommt. Ich fühle das. Leider. Ah, das war dieser scheiß perfekte Hurensohn-Roboter. Hoffentlich stirbt er. Irgendwas sagt, dass hier gezogen. Ich will es schaffen. Ich melde ihn. Missbrauch. Ich konnte mein BG. Ich konnte mein scheiß Ding nicht trinken. Biggie. Chuck Junction. Guck mal, er denkt Messi. Und ich mache jetzt 9 Minuten einfach dieses Ding an und dann, ja. Und ich da.
Is cautious. They don't necessarily, want to move or get that freebie rotation out of there. So the whole team is back. Now they're able to reap some of the rewards here, the loot that remains, and suddenly they're all back in action here. Now with that launch pad there, they are going to be okay to get the rotation. But remember, he did catch a knock. So notice, they just want to go ahead and take a peek. See who's left here. What kind of loot can they still kind of grab up before it's time to go? And it's a short rotation, so they don't need the launch pad either. Looks like they are going to decide to probably go on foot here.
Short rotation, definitely risky though. There are 65 people alive right now in the circle. Placement is a long ways away. Looks like Zanzis might be the last person in the trio from this fight, or one of the trios trying to move in. We'll see if it's possible for him to actually sneak through on this launch pad. Very patient gameplay there. Hopefully he has heals to come in, but this is the big problem with missed timing and getting in the zone a little bit later than you want. Kinji getting absolutely lit up in the air, going to be launching down. Might have to use hard mats early on, which means he won't have them end game. Once again, you see these connections between early and end. Usually you don't get to see why people are in such positions, but these guys took fights. They have to respond with the appropriate materials, and now they're actually turning.
Guck mal, das ist unnötig. Guck mal. Der sagt, ja, eigentlich ist das voll billig. Hey, eigentlich habe ich das gar nicht getan. Ey, Digga, geh weg.
5 Arten von Fortnite-Spielern, die einfach jeder kennt. Nummer 1, der Angeber. Jo, Lukas, lass mal zocken, Digga, let's go. Ja, chill mal kurz, ja. Komm schon. Mach mal bereit jetzt. Warte. Komm, lass mal zocken. Was ist das? Ja, was ist das? Ja, kannst du mal bereit sein?
They have everything they need. Medium, light bullets. Mats are in a hurting because they're asking for attention from the server, but other than that, the points are accumulating. The steam is beginning.
Well, the biggest thing to worry about is that zone still pulling up northeast over and over again. It means they have to move more vertically. There's already a hill in the way. Moving up pressure, you have to deal with lava, ever-changing ultimate low ground as well. There's so many things to take into account, and now they actually do have to move towards that way. The whole server could hold them back. We'll see if they use their utility to push through.
We're back with this team. We saw them earlier before execute a nice isolation and pinch push against a full trio. Looks like they're setting up their next siege.
Ja, der backt ja komplett um.
Interesting middle, the ME region kind of surprising me here with how much they are using just everything in their arsenal to fully commit to these battles here.
Spike kills.
Sinkers, laying down fire, and then fully commit into rotations and box pushes here. So this is some aggressive play we're looking at, Shayo. And it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. This is the type of playstyle we kind of signed up for here. We checked out this region and setting up the rank bush right there. He's going to catch a 50-50 wall, but it doesn't matter. Eagle is going to catch that guy off guard.
I think the difference in this trio is that usually people look for weakness to apply stinks to. They make the map weak. They make other trios weak first. Then they're like, oh, okay, these guys are weak. We're pushing in. They know exactly what fight they want to take. They actually make fights happen rather than sitting back and waiting. Right now, looks like these guys have 4 elims together. They're still affecting trios left and right, either picking up strays or making trios have just stray teammates. We'll see how much of an influence they have on the rest of the game, because it looks like so far they've affected 5 different trios coming in from the bottom left side of the map.
Yeah, Rampage actually took a lot of damage there, as does MSI Dig as well. And that's because the heavy sniper from the opponents nearby, they're just popping open those builds, following up with heavy AR fire. That's why they're able to, unfortunately, that's why they lost a lot of health here. But now having to expend all the heals, it kind of seems like it wasn't worth it. The teams they've taken out didn't really reap big rewards here. Now they're in a weird situation, scrambling for health and loot, but it's okay. We're approaching zone 5. It'll reveal itself in just 15 seconds, and then they'll have to make a big decision of whether they get to stay and kind of plan up or move out and use those shockwaves.
The big thing about decisions is they're the easiest to make when you have a lot of options. The fact that they've ran out of all this utility, all these shields, limits their options. So now they have to play a certain type of way. They have to either find recyclable launch pads. Yes, they have the shockwaves, but then if they use them now, they lose the option as them for a win condition later in the game. So everything's kind of all on the plate now. They don't have any side dish available, no dessert coming up. It's one main course. They have to make sure it stays tasty, Hopefully they get in, and it's an easy coming from them all the way to the later parts of the zone where they can utilize whatever utilities they have left.
Yeah, this is a long rotation here, guys. They actually did not look out. The zone is pushing further and further away. Lucky for them, you can see the server is proactive. They're moving first, which is good, because if everyone's on the move, it allows you to cut across the field. The teams up on high ground hopefully wouldn't have had their ARs loaded, but not the case here as Rampage gets chipped right out. He gets taken down the no-fly zone here. And he lands right next to the team. He's unsure of what he wants to do. He's trying to stay close but not fall down to a layer where he cannot be saved. But it looks like that's it. That's it. His team split up. Rampage is out the game. Now it's just a duo that remains here.
Die campen.
MSI Dig and
Ist eigentlich
Sid
schlau.
Dig here. Cooking up this minigun. This is a very
Ja,
curious
entweder
pressure point
leckt
so close to their
leck
opponents there.
ich oder
Get punished in return with a shotgun. It's not going to be the case here. They're just dictating the push here.
das
Jib goes
Teil
down.
leckt.
It's going to be a nice catch for them. He actually just finished that. It wasn't even his Elan. So he's just trying to be really sneaky here. See if he can steal some of the rewards here from the down body.
Schade, er ist gestorben.
Little does he know, it's right over lava. It's probably not even retrievable.
Yeah, man, one big contingency off of coming off of a launch and losing your shield. It's a very risky, very risky play, is going towards another trio.
Yep.
As you saw, they use another person's shield bubble because you attract all that heat. Maybe that trio doesn't want to deal with it. They're low on mats. They use their own resources, right? You turn 3-man's loot into 6-man's loot. The thing is, 3 of those people next to you are also not on your team. So as soon as they sense weakness, they turn right onto you. You saw that with Sadig here, who now has 6 HP, taking a whole minigun brawl from the trio that was closest to him, who was... He was utilizing their shield bubble to kind of take protection from, but once that ran out, they knew exactly what was up. Now we're moving into that 6th circle off of half and half. 45 people left alive, 19 trios still there, 7 need to go down for placement.
Yeah, still a lot of trios left in the game here, and this is a really weird spot to battle, especially with the low health. You don't want to step in the lava. You can't really afford to. And the elevation is only going to rise here as they go up and over the volcanic mountain. This is one of the steepest points in the world of the Fortnite world. This is similar to a polar peak climb here. It's a very steep wall you have to get up and over, and if they don't move soon, they're going to be stuck with their backs against the wall here. But you know what? It's more important, exactly, to try and pick up some siphon here. So Sigil going down there is going to be huge. That's going to
Bei mir da wird es
help
X sein.
Sid get some health here if he can kind of hold out. A launch pad's going to be placed down in Upsy Daisy. Now into the next zone they go, and great tracking of his teammate here. That's actually a phenomenal job, even under the pressure and the circumstances that they found themselves in. Great job tunneling and finding his teammate.
Yep, even off of height and mid-ground, you mentioned going through this weird zone that's very vertical. Height still has a tough job actually tarping in and making sure they can actually shoot down on people while they're moving around, because they have to change exactly how high they are. That's why you saw these guys not get beamed exactly where they were. You have such a dynamic placing of all the mid-ground layers as well, going up and down, changing layers based off of natural low ground, because if you're too high, that's a threat, right? You want to be in the perfect position. Now they're using shockwave nades. The biggest thing about these, though, is when you're using them endgame, you do take a 10 tick every now and then. These guys only have about 60 to 70 HP to play with. So every one of these shockwaves must be perfect, and some could also be saved. Jiren actually going down for a huge siphon elim, and mats that these guys didn't need. They were almost shambles. Now they're not. The last almost shockwave coming in from Sadig, still taking ticks away from his teammate. Sadig actually going down as the one up here. Another elim on Fahad. He goes down. RPG available as well. Looks like Sadig actually caught up with him in that mid-ground layer. Having mid-ground over here is such a big deal as well, because you don't have to deal with any of the vertical pressure or low-ground weirdness that goes on with the change of the map.
That's some interesting decision making right there. They split the shockwave, saying, you know what, we can't afford to make any errors, right? We can't even shockwave together. Let's split up. Let's use our own shockwave so we can't make any mistakes. And that's what they're doing right here. They're trying to execute the perfect ways possible. Unfortunately, as I kind of brought it up, Dig does make a mistake there, and now he finds himself in an odd situation. He's in between all these enemies. His teammates up on high ground. Up he's trying to go to him. He's just landing in enemy boxes right now. Gotta make a big move here, and he's gonna get caught off guard there.
GG, Bro.
He did try to get that high ground.
Komm, der hat 2 Kills, Digga. Der hat so viele gemacht.
In comes the minigun pressure. This is an awesome job right here.
Guck mal wieder.
AJ is gonna fall down right there. The siphon has to come through here so you can get this health bonus. It's putting them in just a better and better situation.
Das ist fake. Ja, ich weiß. Check ich hier nicht. Ich beende einfach den Stream. Ciao.